Hi everyone, my name is Sandra and this is my channel, House of Clarence Permaculture. I thought I would show you what I've been up to this week, and for those who don't know what I'm trying to do, I am trying to turn my suburban yard in the middle of Canberra, Australia into a permaculture food forest. So I shall show you what I've been up to. So first off, in the greenhouse I have made a new garden bed, and in there I have some shallots along the back, some, what have I got? Baby spinach in the middle and some shallots on this end and some leeks up that end, so hopefully they'll do okay. I potted up a lot of my brassicas that I had left over. I have put out a garden. These ones here at the bottom I have just done their two sorts of chamomile, spearmint and something else. Wow, my brain. What is it? Lemongrass, that's what it was. The original garden that I had in here is actually going quite well, except for the peas all along the back there. At either end of the gardens they seem to be a little bit stunted in growth. As we get to the middle they get a bit taller, but when we get to these ones here they've all gone yellow, so something is wrong. I could have done the rookie mistake of overwatering, so I have pared back on the watering, but it's really only the stuff at the back that's suffering. Everything else, as you can see, is doing really well. In the middle on this side are carrots. They've come up, and these are the mustard greens at the front. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with the peas. So if anybody has any ideas, I would really appreciate some advice on that. So yeah, my little brassicas, that's a little cabbage, is coming up really well. So I've got some dahlias, lettuce, endive. What did I put in there? They're the cos lettuce. That is a cauliflower. So I've got a few of them. I've still got more shallots down here. I planted way too many shallots. So let's go out here, and I finally filled up my big garden. Sorry, you're going all over the place. I'm not sure. Oh, let go. Sorry, I've got wire on the sides, so it's catching. Most of the stuff in here is doing quite well. I have had to look at the garden, silly person. Most of the stuff is doing quite well. I have had to replace two of the plants that I had in there. So my Cavallonero died, so I've got a couple of beetroot that I had left over, and I put in a couple of pak choy that I had there, but everything else has done quite well. I'm really happy with my kale here. Really excited to see those growing. I can't wait for it to the weather's still been really hot, so I think that's also another reason why the peas have suffered inside. It is definitely autumn. I need to go around and collect all the leaves. My broad beans at the back are doing quite well. I will have to take this netting off at some stage because the ones at this end are actually getting quite big. The beetroot in the middle there is doing really well, so once I uncover the broad beans at the back, I'm going to move the net forward to the front of the garden, keep the beetroot covered, and then put some sort of leafy greens in there probably. Radishes are going good. I was thinking about perhaps making some pickled radishes, see what they're like. Got a couple of lemons on my lemon tree. I have cleared out these gardens now, although down here I did put in some more brassicas. So I've got some more brassicas in here. They're actually doing really well, and in between, so I've got brassica, then I've got some golden beetroot, not golden beetroot, golden spinach, brassica, and it sort of goes along like that. So I kind of interplanted in that area. Now, this is my Nashi pear. I gave a very, very big haircut to, so that is like a quarter of the size it was. So we'll see how that goes. So that's where I've got my garlic and some shallots and leeks in there. I just thought I'd show you though. My parsnips have come up. So out of the 10 that I planted, I have 8. So I'm really happy with that. I've got self-seeded pumpkins in there, which is, hello, this is Edgar. Self-seeded pumpkins, which is really the wrong time of year for pumpkins because it is coming into autumn. Well, not into autumn, it is autumn. So I've got some more radishes on this side as well, but I think I might have to pick a lot of the other ones. So yeah, my rhubarb's doing really well, and I've got a couple of leftover spinach and in here that seem to just keep going. I just want to let them grow, get the leaves bigger, and once they're finished, what I want to do is actually put a frame around these bags, because you can see that they flop and they don't stay stable. So I want to put a wooden frame around them and staple them into the wooden frame and reuse those bags. I might actually do the same with the potato bags that I had. Might put a tall wooden frame around them. So these are my blueberries. They're actually not doing too bad at the moment. Ever since I put the wood shavings down, they're actually doing a lot better. Now that the tomatoes are out, the strawberries are bushing up, so that's really good. So I cleared out everything that was in here. I think that might be a self-sprouted marigold or something there. I also gave the plum tree a haircut, so it's looking really good. I also did the pear tree, and it's actually starting to sprout on the top, but what I've done is, this was absolutely full, so what I've done is taken a lot of the middle section out and opened it up. So yeah, that's what I've been up to lately. I just have to fix up my mint out there because it looks like the snails are getting in underneath it. Anyway, that's what I've been up to, so I'm kind of happy where I'm at the moment. I say that I'm turning the property into a permaculture food forest, but I have absolutely no experience. This is my first year seriously gardening. I mean, I've shoved plants into the ground before and hoped for the best and not really looked after them, so this is the first time I've actually tended the garden properly and things like that. So I have been building lots of things from pallets. As you know, buying garden beds can be really expensive. Over here, just a bog standard sized garden bed is like $200. So I have to make do with what I can make. It is still, as I said before, really hot here, and the greenhouse is still getting up into the late 30 degrees. So what I need to do for next year is get a piece of shade cloth to put over the top to keep it cool in here during the summer, otherwise it's really going to be unusable again. And I think that's probably why a lot of my seedlings have suffered and probably a little bit stunted, because it's been so hot. I have bought myself a set of grow lights, which I would like to set up over the winter time and sort of start off all my seeds for spring indoors and see what the difference is. I mean, I know a lot of people use grow lights, and I've never used them before, so we'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm learning along the way. I've made some mistakes. I'm not sure what people want to see on a channel like this, so I really appreciate some guidance in what you want to see. So yeah, look, I'd really like to hear from people. I'd like, you know, give me a thumbs up and try and get me out there a little bit more so that I can maybe help somebody else who's learning. Maybe you can have a small garden, a big garden, you can garden in pots. I mean, most of these brassicas that are in here, this is the pot they're going to be staying in and growing in, because I don't have a lot of room out there at the moment, and I, you know, can only get so many pallets at a time. I am trying to be more confident on the screen and speak a bit better and all that sort of thing, but, and you know, any advice would be useful. So I just hope everybody has a fabulous time in their garden. I know overseas it's coming into spring, and while I love the hot weather, I'm actually looking forward to the bit of the cold weather to see the different types of plants that can grow in that sort of weather and how to grow them. But I'm certainly waiting for spring next year too. So happy gardening, everybody, and please hit the like and subscribe button and show me that you're out there watching. Alright, bye.